Let's get started looking at lesson 121, problem number 1-52. I asked you in the last video to go ahead and finish the problem 1-51 that's called Go Fish. Well, in that game that you were working on, you could expect Mike to win a giant stuffed animal 10% of the time. A percentage is one way to express the probability that a specific event will happen. You might also have said you expected Mike to win 1 out of every 10 attempts. So the probability that Mike will win is 1 over 10 or 1/10, because 1 represents the number of desired outcomes, which is the green fish that Mike can catch, and 10 represents the number of possible outcomes. That would be all the fish that Mike could catch. Now we're going to take a look and see what is the probability that Mike will catch a bluefish. Well, we haven't changed the fish tank, so we know that the total number of fish is 10. I'm going to go ahead and write that in the denominator location of our fraction, and I'm labeling that total. And when I go back up into the problem above, it shows me right in the middle of our page that the possible number of fish that are blue in the tank are 3. So we've got 3 blue fish. Now, if I'm taking a look at that, I've got that as a fraction. I can change that fraction to an equivalent fraction that is out of 100, which makes it really easy for me to change that to a percent. So there is a 30% chance that Mike will catch a blue fish. Yellow fish, again, I go up here and I see that the number of yellow fish is 6, and that's still out of 10. That is a fraction that's very easy for me to turn into an equivalent fraction. That would be 60 over 100. And as we've learned in the past with our portion webs, 60 out of 100 is equivalent to 60%. We're just talking about different names for the same quantity. And then when we take a look up here, it says the probabilities such as the ones we found in part A are called theoretical probabilities because they're calculated mathematically based on what's expected. I think about theoretical probability as the thinking about what could happen. And that kind of makes sense when you think about theoretical and the word thinking. They both start with that sound. And I like to try and come up with ways that help me remember things, and I like to share those with you to make it easier for you maybe to remember them in the future. Our next question is, what is the theoretical probability of getting a fish that is green, blue, or yellow? Well, we've got 1 green, we've got 3 blue, we've got 6 yellow, so that's 10 possible fish that we're going to catch out of the 10 that are in the tank. So our probability, our theoretical probability, is going to be 100%. Because if I play the game, I'm going to catch a fish. Just maybe not the one I want to catch. And then I'd like you to go ahead and let's think about how these answers that we got compare to the probabilities that we considered in problem 1-50. And that would be that first problem that we looked at. So I'd like you to think about this, and you need to do this problem. And then I'd like you to finish the rest of this page and the next one that is kind of included as part of this assignment. Probability goes pretty quickly, and I know that you have a lot of other things going on, but it's kind of fun, it's kind of quick, and I'd like you to do your best, and we'll come back and talk about this tomorrow and then we will get started on the next lesson in probability. Thanks for your hard work.